Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are visiting for the first time, thank you for clicking play on my video. What I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be talking about the actual barn that was built that looks like Noah's Ark. We're going to get started on that right after this message. Well, my friends, as you can see, I'm a little off-centered in this frame here. I'm doing that for a reason, my friends. I'm going to be sharing some pictures of the barn that was built that looks like Noah's Ark. I'm going to put a picture on the screen here in front of you. It says One Heart Ranch Training Center Full Service Facility. So if it was a training center and it was a full service facility, what did we actually do there? This next picture that you're seeing is the home with the fellowship hall underneath it and the barn. It looks like Noah's Ark. That's a distant picture of the barn, and as you'll see when we start unfolding these pictures here, it does look like Noah's Ark. The home that I lived in was above the fellowship hall. One of the things I want to show you in this picture is this home was built into a courtyard, and so as you can tell, there's a bowl there that this is built into, and that's going to have a significant play later on. This next picture is a picture of the barn by itself, and you can see the dirt bank that you've seen in that previous picture, but in this picture you're seeing the barn that looks like Noah's Ark. You're also seeing the corner of a circle crow, and that's a satellite dish that you're seeing there, and you can see the juniper trees. This picture was taken, as you can tell, in wintertime. So this next picture that you're seeing is the outside corrals that the horses could access the outside and the inside of the barn. And to the wooden side of that fence there, on the other side of that road, is outdoor paddocks that were actually big pasture runs, and that dog in there was my personal dog. And as you can tell, there's 3 horses there. That barn was a 10-horse facility. Here's a closer up picture from a different angle with my Cisco dog, and again it shows the outdoor stalls that were adjacent to the indoor stalls. This picture is actually the north end of the barn that we entered. Those bigger doors, they would open up so a truckload of hay could be pulled inside there. Then I made that little barn door there so the horses could walk in and out as well as the people. You'll see a long horn skull up above there. That's the same as one of those that is sitting behind me in the video here. This next picture is just another view of that, different angle. As you can tell, Noah's Ark was tall and it was wide, and people from town told me that it would look like Noah's Ark. Here's another picture a little bit further back, and this really does show a view of what it would be like if it was Noah's Ark. Those front wire paddocks are long ran paddocks that ran all the way out to the front road that you'd come up to the house, and I would let the horses run out there. Of course, there's a live pole in the picture. This next picture that you see next to me now is the indoor hay storage, and as you can tell right here, there was tack rooms, so there was 8 individual tack rooms and 8 hay storage areas. This next picture is looking out into those big outdoor paddocks, and I had green panels that you're going to see in this next picture, but those are a couple of my riding lesson horses. This next picture is looking at the north end of the barn on the inside, and you see a better view of the hay storage and the tack rooms that were there. This is in this picture you'll see a mounting block and a bucket, and then you'll see a saddle stand in there, and we did a lot of riding lessons, and I'll tell you what the buckets were here in a minute. In this picture you're seeing the view of the south doors. They also slid open so you could drive a truck all the way in there to unload hay. So the barrels, the buckets that you see down there, I put one on one end and one on the other end, and I held birthday parties in there, and we would ride around those buckets to show birthday parties, and then that mounting block is where the kids would mount up on the horse at. So because we also had a circle crow that we talked about in that first picture, this picture shows the upper part of the house and the circle crow, and this last picture here shows the circle crow. And if you look a little bit closer into that picture, you'll see a bleachers that I had built because I did a lot of training in that picture. So my friends, training has a lot to do with learning how to ride the horse, but also how to own the horse, because I did horse ownership lessons and then riding lessons. Most people opted to do the horse ownership lessons because it was more intense for somebody that might want to buy a horse and learn how to take care of that horse. So it's called a training center because people would learn how to take care of the horse, and I would train them to ride the horse. But I also train horses and then work with the people to understand their own troubleshooting when a horse was involved. I also did riding lessons, birthday party packages, a lot of things that were talked about. So my friends, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video right here. I think this explains what Noah's Ark looks like. And from town, it was about 4 miles from town. When people would drive out there, they'd see it from a distance and they'd say, that looks like Noah's Ark off in the distance. My friends, in this next video that I'm going to be shooting, which will be talking about the actual ministries that went on at the One Heart Ranch Ministries, and I'm going to be sharing some commercials that were actually on the radio that actually promoted people to come to the ranch. We will be talking about that next Sunday in next Sunday's video. My friends, until then, I hope that you enjoy my videos on what my life was like after I seen God. Please watch this next video. As you'll see coming up here, it's going to be talking about my Wednesday night Bible studies that I do, reading the commands of Jesus. If I ran a training center, we need to understand the commands of Jesus as our training chief and officer. Thank you again. May God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.